Leo, if I could ask you to expand on that point of the rep sentiment, what can you give everyone watching an idea of what that looks like and the frequency as to what you roll it out? Like how many questions are we talking about? What are you asking about and how often?
Sure, there's different ways to do that, right? And I've tried a few over the years. The one that, in my experience, has proven to be the most successful is a formal, I call it a sentiment survey. Usually, I would do it, mid-year, whatever your year looks like, but sometime mid-year, at a time when there's already, enough data and there's a sentiment to be had, right? Because you've already had the plan in place for a period of time, but it still gives you time to plan and prepare for any changes you might be wanting to make for the upcoming year. So mid-year seems to be about the right timing. In my specific case, when I was running these, it was around summertime. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be, but that's what worked for us. And it's a standardized survey. Some key principles there would be not too many questions. So I kind of landed on about 10 or so questions. You want to do that year over year, right? So you try to keep those questions somewhat constant with a little room for maybe 8 out of the 10 questions will be the same, and you'll test out a few new things you want to know year over year, but you still have history you can go back to and identify trends. And the key thing with these sentiment surveys is that once the results are in, you'll take that, right? That will inform you in your conversations around sales comp plan design and strategy. But you need to make sure what you've collected, it's relayed back to the people who actually responded to that survey. Because if you miss that step, what's going to happen is next time you want to run one of those surveys, you're going to have fewer people responding, and then fewer people responding because they feel like they're not being heard. So getting back to the sales force with inputs means we've heard you. Here's what we're doing, and also we've heard you. We're not doing this because of X, Y, and Z, or we will consider this, but not this year. But it's something that's in the plan. So provide some feedback as well, so that it becomes something that people will expect and want to participate in. And make sure that when anything you do in your future comp plans that's related to the feedback you receive, that you tie into that, so they know that their input matters, and it really drives makes a change and drives how we think about comp plans.